As we bring in David Spun, he's now on the north lawn of the White House. And David, this might give us an idea in terms of just how large this crowd is. Can you hear any of the chanting and the speakers that they have set up in Freedom Plaza?
Faintly, and we are only just a couple of blocks away, but there's also a lot of construction at the White House for the inauguration reviewing stand for President-elect Biden and his family. That goes on every 4 years, regardless of what happens with the election. So you're hearing a lot of that construction, but in the distance, definitely can hear a little bit of faint excitement from that large group. After all, they're going to be leaving Freedom Plaza and marching down to the Supreme Court. That's going to be away from the White House, so we're not going to hear as much of that. But Leland, President Trump went through that crowd earlier today, excited on his way to golf. There's a video of the president smiling, giving the thumbs up in the motorcade as he passed by. Several staffers here at the White House retweeting and favoriting tweets about this massive rally going on right now in Washington, D.C. Some people calling it the Million MAGA March. But as I mentioned, President Trump is golfing right now at his club in Northern Virginia. And at this point, there are still no plans to concede, no hint of any concession. Leland, yesterday he came out on camera in the Rose Garden to speak for the first time in 8 days. That is the longest time that we've seen him since he's been president not get in front of camera, and talked about Operation Warp Speed, spurred by his administration. The good news, he said that vaccines will be available to the masses by April. Now, while talking about the vaccine, he singled out New York and the state's governor, Andrew Cuomo. Listen here.
He doesn't trust the fact that it's this White House, this administration, so we won't be delivering it to New York until we have authorization to do so, and that pains me to say that. This is a very successful, amazing vaccine at 90% and more, but so the Governor Cuomo, will have to let us know when he's ready for it.
But Governor Cuomo and his team not just taking it sitting down there. Letitia James, she's the Attorney General for New York. She put out a statement immediately following the president's comments. If dissemination of the vaccine takes place in the twilight of a Trump administration and the president wants to play games with people's lives, we will sue and we will win. She also went on to say this is nothing more than vindictive behavior by a lame duck president trying to extract vengeance on those who oppose his politics. Leland Jillian, the Trump administration continues to block a transition to the incoming Biden team. Former White House Chief of Staff and four-star Marine General John Kelly out with a harsh statement that says the president is putting the country in danger because he's not allowing Biden to receive classified briefings, basically so he can hit the ground running. The Trump team continuing some legal fights, though some of those legal fights are over in states like Pennsylvania and Arizona. But even if President Trump does not concede, and General Kelly said he doesn't have to concede, it goes on. Life goes on, and this inauguration stand goes on, and the new president, Biden, will be inaugurated on January 20th. But we will see later if President Trump does come by in his motorcade, perhaps on the way back from golf. Boisterous crowd there. Of course, they will be probably closer to the Supreme Court at that point, but anything is possible. So we may see the motorcade go by there. So those folks are able to see President Trump, and he's able to see his supporters on a beautiful day here in Washington. Leland Jillian.
All right, we'll also keep an eye on the president's Twitter account this Saturday afternoon. David, thank you.